Hi guys, welcome to the Little Visa Boy. Since the opening of the Australian border, there is an increase in recent migration activities. And unfortunately, the increase of these scams do appear from time to time. So today, we're going to help you to find out what to look for in finding the right migration agent for you and how do you reduce these risks. So to start things off, I'll let you on a little secret, which is all migration agents in Australia must adhere to a set of code of conducts or a set of guidelines. And I have attached a link to the set of conducts below. It is basically a set of rules that all agents must go by in order to maintain a certain degree of standards across the board and of course a level of transparency between themselves as the agents and the clients. The first thing to look out for is that anyone who provides Australian migration advices and services must either be registered themselves or under the direct supervision of a registered migration agent. And the best way to find out if they are registered is to ask for their MARA number or a registration number. Once you get that number, feel free to use the Australian government website to check their histories and see if there's any complaints against them. The second thing to look out for is the act of giving false promises, such as guaranteeing a success of a case or telling the clients that there is a solution for their current visa predicaments, even though they know themselves or their peers that there is very highly unlikely a solution towards it. And please be careful about this, because usually they will tell you this through either a private consultation with them or through the advertisements. And thirdly, which is also relating to advertising, it should be noted that all advertisements from migration agents should come with their own migration agent number, such as on the advertisements themselves or the websites or business cards. And also be careful of those advertisements saying that they have special connections with different government officials or third-party companies. And number 4, if you're happy with the consultations with them and you're decided to go ahead with them, please make sure that when you sign a contract with them, it should include the following. The first thing is the contract should have a service agreement saying that what kind of services that the agent will provide. And secondly is how much each of these services cost and what are the costs for the third party, such as the government costs or if there is skill assessments needed and translation costs. By knowing this beforehand, it gives you a clearer understanding of the total costs for the whole migration process and there's no surprises in the future. If the previous 4 points are already too late for you, then you should start looking at the level of communications that the agent have with you, such as the response time and also what kind of... If the previous 4 points are already too late for you, then you should look at the level of communications that the agent has with you, such as the response times to your queries and emails. If you have to wait about a week for them to just get back to your emails or your calls, then it is a sign to get help. Lastly is the ability for the agents to keep a good record for your case. Generally speaking, an agent should usually keep the case such as your documents, your application drafts, and any correspondence between yourself or the government for a period of 7 years. This doesn't have to be a physical copy themselves, but at least a digital copy will suffice. So if an agent fails to produce any old copies of your cases to you, then it should be a telltale sign that their practices needs improving. At the end of the day, finding a good migration agent is not easy, especially from overseas. So I hope this can help you by pointing out what to look for and which one to stay away from. If you have any questions or like to share your experiences about your own migration agent, please feel free to leave your comments below. So there you have it. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. And if you have any topics about migrating or working in Australia, please feel free to leave your comments below. And remember, these are just general information only, so it is best to consult a licensed migration agent. See you next time.